Hi everyone, welcome to Polo and Lifestyle Talks. Today we have a very special guest from France, Stephanie Coutas, the top interior designer, and I really can't wait to talk to her today and talk about some nice interior design projects from her. And now, hi Stephanie, now I will invite you. Hi!
Hi,
So
Scarlett. You
it's,
always look wonderful whenever I see
yeah,
you.
thank
Always
you.
amazing.
It's so great to have you here today.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.
Yeah, I thought you can introduce yourself a little bit and tell us how you started your design career.
Well, I guess I was in the fashion business. I used to be a fashion designer for quite years, and
Mhm.
I've always very much loved interior design. So one day I just decided I was going to make it my job, and went back to school and started my first project, which was a boutique, Rue Cambon in Paris.
Yeah.
We did the full design in a very, I guess, original way, and it was very nice because immediately else came to say, okay, you did this really nice shop, can you do my shop? And this is how it
Oh,
works.
wow, okay, nice.
So there was really the link between the fashion and the interior design because it actually did start through fashion. So
Okay. That's very interesting.
it's fun, and it went quite quickly because we started with retail, and then we started, I guess we won the first competition, if I say, on a private residential project.
Oh, wow.
And that was our first big project, that we started from there, and then it went by, I guess people talked about what we did,
Of
and we
course. Yes.
it's
Yeah.
it's a lot of work and a little bit of luck, and
Mm,
tremendous work behind what we
yeah,
do.
yeah. And suddenly so many people know them from you and from your work.
Yeah, I guess so, and it's nice because it's been 15 years now, so I guess this is really the time where start having this really nice feedback from other professionals, which is nice, and
Yeah.
and have clients all over the world, which it's nice, and some of them we do 7 houses for, so it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really nice, and
Yeah, I was reading as well that you are from France, but you are raised in China, Hong Kong. Is that correct?
yeah, that is correct. That's My parents were originally French from Vietnam, and
Mm-hmm.
father was born in Vietnam, and my parents were married there and stayed there all their life, and then we moved from Vietnam to Hong Kong. I spent my teenage from 7 to 15, basically. So
Oh,
have this, very close connection with the Southeast Asian world, I guess, in my heart. I don't really work there actually, which is quite interesting. But
okay.
I've kept, from these years, I think some kind of culture and a different eye on things, which
Yeah.
means we can, I can actually like very many different subjects and very many different, styles, and it comes
Mm-hmm.
from this, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting background you have.
Well, it's just, I guess more of an international with my French culture. Um,
Yes.
this is a combination which allows me, I guess, to understand other culture better, I guess, average person,
Yeah.
because when you have been traveling a lot, um, I also lived in Los Angeles for 2 years. So all of this combined makes you kind of like a citizen of the world more than a
Mm-hmm.
French person, even though you know me, I love my town, and I'm so French every way. I believe that we have the best of everything, and we have fantastic know-how, craftsmen here. And as interior designer, we have a lot to express being French. But I
Yeah.
also think it's interesting to mix it with
Yeah.
happening everywhere else, and the world is today is
Sure.
one big
Yeah.
world.
From where do you get usually your inspiration?
Really, inspiration is all the time everywhere. I
Mm.
work in the plane, in the train. I
Yeah.
work when I sleep sometimes. Think of things, and I still look at fashion, of course, but it's really everywhere. I mean, sometimes I can see a a flower in my garden, and I think, oh my God, I love this color. I have to make something out of this. And
yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah, it's really
And,
how I work. But I think a
yeah,
creative mind is all the time. Really, yeah. It's not.
yeah. Oh, that's nice. And how would you characterize your style?
That's difficult. I think you should ask other people. No, I guess what can I say? My style is like I would say really a mixture or combination of many things. I actually like very minimalistic things, but very beautiful. A few pieces in the room, and uh, I like very much joining. My job is about details, so I think
Mm-hmm.
something that's very specific. I would say always having a piece which you don't expect, and
Yes.
putting it in a surrounding in a box very, very thought of, very, very well thought. Like thinking how it will look in the morning and in the night, how the light should be. When you have to pose a beautiful artwork, it needs to be perfectly lit. And all of this combined makes a room interesting. You cannot do 5 important pieces in one
Yeah.
room. I think it's important to have like one important piece that you want
Yeah,
to
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
surprise, and that's when it becomes interesting, I think.
Mm. And what do you think are the main designs and elements to consider when it comes to designing a house or an apartment?
Well, I always try, when we start a project, we always try to think of what the DNA of the house is,
Yeah,
meaning never go against an architecture that's been here for 100 years. I think it's always interesting to start with the history and what kind of vibration you feel, even if you're building from scratch. There is
yeah,
always some kind of an interesting thing, a view, a light, a location, something interesting that you are that's going to be the first point. And
mm-hmm.
this is always how we work, like always start the work with the respect of like the history of the place, and then
Yeah,
build around that to put
yeah,
it in the 21st century and give it a high, this is
yeah,
what I think. This is a, yeah, this is,
yeah. I think they are great steps to start a project. And
well, yeah, I think you can't, you cannot go against something which has to be natural. And
yeah,
I always try to think in houses or even in the hotels we design, always try to think of what's the purpose. There has to be
yeah,
a purpose. And if
yes,
it's a private, of course, project, residential, the first thing is that you want to make a house which is going to be joyful, a house where people are going to be happy, uh,
mm,
waking up and, and having
yeah,
fun over. And so this is, always build a house and always think of it like, what if I was using it every day, what I would like to find inside. That's how I
mm-hmm.
work.
And how do you work with a client? Like, do they say, here, do whatever you think and I'm out? Or do you discuss every step with them? How is the process usually?
Well, it's a little bit of both, I can say, because as much as we're very, because we have clients who actually really trust us to write the story from scratch, and then of course we will always submit it to them for approval.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
we usually, understand what they like and what they are about, because our job is also, I think, a good part of psychology and understand what people are before
mm-hmm.
you do it for them. This is why I like to work with people I like and I care about. So, meaning I think it's interesting for me. It's very important, the human side of the job, and
Yeah,
so this is important, of course, to understand the project, show the samples. My office is like a lab. It has like so many samples everywhere. It can never be neat, but our clients, they like that because they come to us and they see different things, different
yeah,
proposals, and we're always trying to find new materials, ways to show the wood and new kind of like varnishes, grays and and by doing that, we always try to have a new proposal every time we start the project. It's a
yeah.
new proposal, and then of course we'll commit it to them and do beautiful views so they can very well where they're going. But usually it's really about trust, and we're really
Mm. Yeah, I can imagine. And now with the COVID-19 situation, how is the crisis affecting your business? Is it going normal or did it change a little bit?
well. To be honest, we had like a few projects, actually three, that were quite important in size, that
Mm.
were a little postponed in time. But I can honestly, for us, um, business is good because we are lucky enough to have just opened our new art gallery, which is in
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Oh,
that's open
great.
during the design week, so the first days of September, and we are showing now everything that we used to only custom pieces for our clients. So now
Mm-hmm.
we are showing our work as a designer. So
Oh, fantastic.
so that's really nice, and our clients are super happy about that because they've been
Mm.
to me for years, like, you have to show your work, you have to show your
Yes.
and
Yeah.
I was like, yes, later, I don't have time. And this time I decided, during the when we were in March, April, and then we had no choice because everybody was in lockdown. And
Of course, yeah.
I said, this time I'm going to do nothing else but design. And
Mm.
that's what we did, and we are showing it now in the gallery. So
Oh,
it's an interesting
fantastic.
part of the job. Yeah, it's just
Oh.
something nice. So I would say, honestly, we're lucky. I think a lot of people are struggling everywhere. We have to be very, very, stay very human because the times, I think, are very hard right now. Some people are going really crazy with what's happening.
Yeah.
It's very tough. Emotionally, you cannot kiss, you cannot hug, you cannot share with people. Like
Yeah.
physical contact is something that we all miss.
Yeah.
But my work is bringing a lot of satisfaction, and so I guess we cannot complain. No way. I think we should
That's
stay positive and
very good. Yes.
we get out of this horrible time as soon as possible. That's really what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. And from all your projects you have done so far, do you have like a favorite one, or it's difficult to say?
Yeah, it's very difficult to say because you know the way this works, right? We're always looking to the new story. This is what I like.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm trying to never think of the past. I don't live in the past. I
Yeah.
just try to create houses or places that are going to be enjoyed by a lot of people for a long time. But I'm
Mm.
into a new story. So right now we're working on like 7 or 8 new big projects. Um, Very exciting. That's where my mind is focused right now. This and my design with my
Yeah.
furniture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
new.
I think it's very important to live in the moment and what you're doing right now.
That's it. That's what keeps you going,
Yeah.
without anything else to say. I mean, the moment is everything because especially now, we are reminded every day that we are nothing. So we have to be grateful every day when things are going okay. We have to
Yeah.
be human and remember at all times that some people are really needy, and whatever we can do to help, we should, because
Yeah.
this is our responsibility, as we are born I think, on the lucky side of the world. So I think for me
Yeah.
this is important, reminded of that, and try to be happy and take every day as it comes and give the best you can, and be honest in what you do and
Yes, I
sincere.
totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're like that a bit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're a worker too. I know.
And, and do you have some tips for us what to look at when decorating your home? Like a tip from you.
Well, I would say there is always something, at least one thing, that makes a home, gives a home a character. It can
Mm-hmm.
be a small view, it can be one interesting window, it can be one piece of furniture that's there that you haven't seen
Yeah.
before. So you have to also find the one thing that is belongs to the place, and then
Mm-hmm.
work around that, and then
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is my first ready to go, and around this you can build a story, add color, if it's a window, you can frame it and make it like a beautiful painting, like it's any other house. I think, you know, some people always say like, oh, I have nothing. Um, it's not about money. It has nothing to do with the luxury. Of course, it's easy for us to say such a thing, but I really believe it's like fashion. You can dress well, even if you don't have a lot of money. Today, you can have a beautiful home, even if you not make custom pieces. There is plenty of offer. It's just about, you know, being right and being a little bit maybe daring. You know, sometimes people don't dare enough. So I say, if you love a piece, don't think too much. Just get it, and it will fit somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think so. You will find a space for it, and you have it all year long. I mean, it's an investment, I think, for a lifetime then.
That's true. And you know, beautiful piece, you never get tired. And today, I think we are living in this time where, you know, the interior designers design and show their work. Like art used to be in the 18th century, but, you know, beautiful pieces have always been expensive, but they still go through the different periods of time, because a beautiful piece is always a beautiful piece. Marble has been there forever and been reinvented each century, and we still love it and still make beautiful things out of it. So I think.
And do you design or manufacture also your own furniture or carpets or something?
Yes, we have today. We are actually manufacturing, and we've been doing it for a very long time, because we do make custom. We buy a lot from suppliers, of course, even from other interior designers. But we've been designing a lot because initially I couldn't find what I wanted. So that's how it started. And then we've been making some, you know, beautiful collaborations with Baccarat, that, you know, our chandelier, which is a bestseller in Baccarat, and been working with the designing for. Sorry about that.
No worries.
And so yes, this we've been doing this, but now with our gallery, we can actually show it, and we're selling pieces and showing it, and it's very nice, because I've started with the two collections. One is showing our work on the bronze, which we have very beautiful buffet and tables, and then the other thing is the marble collection that we designed in a massive.
Oh, I love marble.
I think you like it. It's all massive pieces that we worked with crazy finishing, brushed in a special way. Not shiny at all. Very interesting. I think you should come and see it, because
I would love to.
It's curved. It's you know, I think it's interesting, and I'm happy with the work, the way it came out, because you know that sometimes they're not exactly like you want them. But basically, yes, we've been quite happy with the selection and the way that it's coming out, and people have been very positive about it. So yeah, it's happy times.
Fantastic, really, really fantastic. And what is one motto you live by?
Say again.
What is one motto you live by, like your life philosophy?
I think enjoy every day and wake up every morning trying to be grateful and happy, and consider that the sun is always there, and when it's raining and it's dark and gray out, remember that after that, positive vibes and sun comes out again. Living happy times. I try to remember this every day, every day, every day. Try to teach to our children the same. Be grateful for what you have. Don't take anything for granted. Be a good human being, because I think now is an important time to remember that.
Yeah, that's true. This was a wonderful end, Stephanie.
Thank you, Scarlett. Thank you so much.
It was so great to have you and to talk to you. And everyone who loves design can go to your website. It's stephaniecoutas.com, right?
Thank you. That's it. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And I hope to see you soon.
And I'm waiting for you in Paris, huh? You have to come.
Yes. We see us there.
I'll see you soon, and thank you for having me, Scarlett. You're great. Okay. Oh, beautiful as always. Thanks.
Have a beautiful evening. Bye.
Bye.
This was a beautiful interview with Stephanie Coutas. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in our next polo and lifestyle talks. Ciao!